What if God came down one day and said it's pronounced Yod then left?
Then we can be divisive on a whole slew of new things. Was that really God? It's a hoax. Who made God leave again? I bet it was the liberals. They drove God away. Yod was talking to me in particular. Only I may refer to him as such. We have to murder anyone who dare says it with a hard G. It's God's will.
I think it would create issues among the lines of wait, God can directly talk to us. What about Metatron and the Pope, and the entire God being a being we humans cannot comprehend thing? Was that a lie? Does that mean God has a form now? Or at the very least a voice? It would collapse a large portion of theology, both modern and old, as all of a sudden there's answers to questions and more questions that we had never even considered.
Apparently, of all the troubles on earth and the flaws in mankind, the pronunciation of Jod as God was the only thing he saw fit to correct.
As an atheist who has read Bible, not really all that surprising.
What if Satan came down one day and said it's pronounced Zlatan then left?
Zlatan means golden in some languages.
Gold equals money equals root of all evil equals Satan.
Zlatan equals tall football player.
Zlatan is so Zlatan. Satan renamed himself to Zlatan.
Well, I'd have to think he's just trolling because God actually isn't even his name. His name is YHWH. God is just what people called him when they didn't want to use his actual name, and after a while it just became the only thing people called him. Christians, Jews, and Muslims only believe in one God, so calling their God God never had the problem of becoming confusing. Though I know certain sect of Christians call him Jehovah, which seems to be an anglicized version of YHWH. And also Allah is just Arabic for God, it's not another name for him. It's like the equivalent of Christians saying Deus. The only difference is Latin has lost its value as the Christian/Western world's lingua franca.
What if Yod was one of us?
Just a knob like one of us.
Yod was not the imposter.
Does that mean Jesus would be pronounced Jesus?
The next great schism will be caused by a GIF/GIF style argument. That figures.
I feel like we should start building giant marble facepalm statues right now to mark this point in history.
Can we just add giant palms to Mount Rushmore?
George Washington.
Do you want a holy war? Because that's how you get a holy war.
The punishment due?
They Q5'd my wife and my baby.
With hopes to enslave more.
First mistake.
Last mistake.
You'd have different religious factions arguing that they're right and the other is wrong. Oh wait.
Careful, Haven sounds like a Utah name.
I live in Utah. My cousin's friend is named Haven.
All the GIF people would be really happy.
Jod the meat.
I was going to go with my Yod, he's right. But yours is better. Better by far, Jodamit.
If God is Yod and Yod is he, then what am I and what is me? For if a G is really J, then what's a Jwi like me to say? You see, said he, I am confused, I am perplexed and vexed, abused, and all unsure for sure, said him, because, he said, my name is Tilda Jim Tilda Gim.
We've been sprogged. Praise the rhyme. And #X200B/edit. Dudes. I know my place. Within the shade of the sprog rhyme. To alter the Lord's name is in vain. Chase the joke. But know that, well, there really is a rhyme hell.
Sprajed.
It's been 7 years since the creator of GIFs confirmed the correct pronunciation of the word. This just proves that nobody on the internet has forgiven him.
I cannot remember which one the creator says it is. Was it a hard or soft G?
Soft G as in GIF on my tits, not a hard G as in give me your load. At least that's how your mom explained it to me.
He's dead, Gim.
Then all of Scandinavia will pronounce it like Yod and the Spanish will pronounce it like Cod.
This then pisses some people off because Yod is also how you pronounce dirt. And in Swedish Jud would be a homophone for Liad sound.
Today I learned that I have pronounced Liad wrong for the past 20 years. And apparently Ljus equals light, also. In my defense, Swedish is my third language and I rarely speak it.
You mean you pronounce the L audibly and then the J? That's quite a tongue twister, I would say.
It's not as tongue twisty as some words. I was under the same impression.
Jesus is actually pronounced Yeshua. I doubt he would care.
Imagine the rapture happening. The Lord himself float down from the heavens. The world await his words. Then, With an exasperated tone he exclaimed, listen, my name is Yeshua, get it right you fucks.
You're putting what symbols around your necks?
And Yeshua looked down at his followers and started screaming as they were all wearing the symbol of his worst nightmares.
People's names are their own, and the owner of the name is the exclusive authority on its pronunciation. Anyone who doesn't listen to someone when they inform how to pronounce their name is an asshole.
How do you pronounce GIF?
With a hard G. But the creator of GIF doesn't own the format or its name, he merely created it, and it now belongs to society.
That seems unfair. The owner of a name has exclusive authority, but at the same time it doesn't matter how the person who created something decides to pronounce it.
He would also say, my name isn't God, then he would pronounce his name and everyone's faces would melt.
His name is at least approximately Yahweh.
Isn't it YHWH and no one knows the real vowels in between the consonants? Edit. Please stop telling me the answer. At least 200 people have commented and messaged telling me how ancient Hebrew works.
Yo Howie. Edit. I honestly have no idea why people are upvoting this.
Fuck the secret pronunciation. My face is melting.
Become a heretic. I refuse to pronounce it Yod.
Graphic omnipotent deity. No, that's a hard G, but
No, it's Jeff on demand.
naming differences are dumb. Jeff, yes. Jeff, yos. I would be like, didn't see that coming.
Actually, it's pronounced Lloyd. https://youtube.b/ib31d10a.
Get back here and answer for children with cancer, you motherfucker.
I respect all religions equally. Earlier that day. I don't care for Yod.
We'd be like, no way. And he'd be like, Yahweh. Edit. Holy shit, y'all are making my day.
Take my upvote and go Yahweh.
Musical notes, you can go your own way. Musical notes.
Musical notes, go ya own way AAA. Musical note.
Musical note. You can call it Another Lonely Day. Musical note.
God isn't really a name though.
I would be converted. Edit. Thanks for the upvotes and awards guys! != D.
A lot of people are focusing on the pronunciation part while overlooking that it would confirm God exists. Edit. Multiple people replying saying that it would confirm Jod exists. No, it wouldn't. It would still be spelled God, just pronounced differently than we thought.
It really depends. Did we all see Yod for ourselves, or are we taking someone's word for it? Cause if the Pope came out and announced that he alone had this vision, my opinion probably wouldn't change much since I already have my doubts about the Pope. But if a massive group of people said it, maybe that would be different. Was it a group of people in one place? Cause in that case it could be a massive group hallucination. But if people all over the world started saying the same thing on the same day, that would definitely cast more doubt over the situation. But if Yod appeared to every human individually to make this announcement, I'd probably stop being agnostic and be forced to reconcile that Yod does exist and everything I know is a lie. Edit. Thanks for the gold.
I've always thought that would be amazing if he just appeared in the sky in a way everyone could see and had such a booming voice, and suddenly overnight everyone had no choice but to believe. Ironically, in 50 years people would say it's just a legend and not believe it.
I think people would still agree it happened but invent all sorts of crazy conspiracies around it. After all, we all know Yod doesn't burn hot enough to melt steel pillars.
Oh Yod.
Oh my Yod.
Yod bless you. Kneel before Yod.
Thank Yod.
A large chunk of my taking the Lord's name in vain would go away.
Yod knows what was in your heart when you said it.
Yod damn it.
For Yod's sake.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh Jod. They are illusions, Michael. A trick is something a whore does for money.
I don't care for Yod.
The people who pronounce GIF would finally have an argument for that pronunciation that approaches something reasonable.
R/atheism will go on full-on lockdown forever and deny it happening.
Our main thing is that we have no proof God exists, so we don't believe in him, so if we get proof we're gonna believe it obviously.
I'm an atheist, but r/atheism is a fucking wacko nut place.
I'm unsubscribing.
Good decision, honestly. R/s Reddit has become a place to post lame jokes. Like, how the fuck would this question generate any rational discussion?
I recognize the council has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it.
I just had a brain fart. I know this was a Samuel L. Jackson line, but I just spent 10 minutes trying to figure out when Mace Windu says this. Isn't he influential in the council? It's Nick fucking Fury FML.
And it doesn't help when people always respond to that comment with Star Wars shit.
And it happened. So, let's mess it up more, live longer and prosper to infinity and beyond.
I'm sick of Theseus motherfucking sits on this motherfucking plane.